Alright, we are going to make some pickled eggs. I've already got 24 eggs right here. They are already hard boiled and shelled. Got my 2 jars. I got some onions cut up. You can put onions in them if you want. Some do, some don't. I like the onions. After I did my last batch, I put onions in it. And then I ate the onions out of the pickled onions with the egg. Oh my gosh, they were good. So anyway, we are going to come up with this in 2 weeks. So we're going to do 2 different kinds. Alright, we are going to start with some, I have a McCormick grinder with peppercorns in there. I am setting it at the biggest setting. I'm going to break them because if you just put them in whole, like some people do, it doesn't seem to get all the flavor coming out. You want to crack that shell. Okay, so we are going to put a teaspoon into each jar. Alright, I crushed them up at the biggest setting. So I should have 2 teaspoons in there. So I'm going to put a teaspoon in each jar. One in that one. And a teaspoon in that one. We got some, where are we at? We got some dill right here. We are going to put a teaspoon of dill in each jar. One of the jars I am going to put some turmeric powder. I like that, but my wife does not, so I will put in, how much did I do the last one? I will do a teaspoon. Not any more than half a teaspoon. This stuff is pretty strong. And we got some ball mixed pickling spice. And we are going to put a half a teaspoon of this into each jar. Alright, we shall set those aside. I got 2 lids that I have got washed. They are lined, so they'll be okay for the vinegar. And we got a stainless steel pot here. We are going to put our vinegar in and our water. So we are going to put in 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. And I got white vinegar here. I am putting in 1.5 cups. And then I'm going to put in 1 cup of water. Okay, now we will get this boiling. Okay, into my mixture of vinegar, I am going to put in some Morton canning and pickling salts. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons in that. Let's get that boiling. Alright, we have the vinegar boiling away. So we shall go ahead and put a little tiny bit in the bottom of the jar so it'll be easy to tell which one's which, because that turmeric is going to turn one of them orange. Alright, slosh it around a little bit. Whew, definitely smell the dill coming out of those. Okay, we shall go ahead and add a layer of eggs into each jar. It's hot, so don't splash yourself. That wouldn't be so fun. Now that I got a layer of eggs in there, I'm going to put a little handful of the onions, because I tell you, those onions are good. I'm gonna actually make me some pickled onions now. Now we'll go with some more eggs. A little bit more onions. Another layer of eggs. Some people like to put spices in between each layer of eggs, but you really don't need to, because at the end you're shaking the jar up anyway. So at least that's what I do. So some more onions. Use up my onions. You can pack those down there nice and tight. Another layer of eggs. Oh, that's all that one's going to take. But let's pack another one in there. Packed in there nice and tight. Let's go ahead and fill those up with some vinegar. Right. There's one. And here's the other one. Put those lids on hand tight. And when they cool down after putting boiling water in them, it'll actually suck the lid down. And I have some eggs left. I actually had 30 eggs, not 24. So I did a 18 pack, and I guess we threw in a 12 pack on that. I thought it was 6 more, but we did a whole 12 pack. So we had 30, so we got 6 eggs left. So I actually did 12 per jar, and that's about what they say is 12 per quart jar. Use wide mouth because it goes in easier, and then you can get them out easier. Alright, I will let these sit out until they cool down a little bit, and then I will go ahead and shake the jar. As you see, the dill and everything's already mixing through there. Okay, these jars are nice and cooled off, so we will go ahead and, as you can see, it is mixing through there nice and fine. So alright, and the vinegar is up over the top. I filled it actually right to the top, so that one's all mixed up. Like I said, at least once a day for the next week or so, I pull them out and give them a nice shake. And we'll go with this one. And you see the spices are moving down through there. So you really don't have to dump like spices between each layer of eggs, because once you shake it like this, it mixes it all in there. Alright, they are ready for the fridge. I will put away, And in 2 weeks, we are going to enjoy those. Well, here they are. We even got little bits of onion in there out of my garden. And pepper, and I got apple cider and white vinegar in there. And this one, I put a little bit of turmeric in there. So we'll give these a try. I also got a little bit of onion, so we'll try those and see how well they turned out. This one actually sealed. Dumping that hot boiling vinegar in there. There we go. Well, they both sealed actually. So let's pull out an egg. And we'll pull out an egg out of that one. And with the turmeric in it. And these ones are a lot more yellow. Because that turmeric stains them. Well, we'll have to see what it tastes like. That is the regular one, and we'll go ahead and cut the turmeric one. And it's kind of soaked in a little bit, the yellow stain, but just a little tiny bit into the white. So we'll try that one first. That is not bad. Definitely the vinegar got in there. I like that one. Just enough sourness with a little bit of turmeric spice in there, and we'll just try the regular one. They are both very, very good. They actually turned out really good. I learned one trick is to get a toothpick and poke a couple holes into your hard-boiled egg all the way through it with a toothpick. That way the vinegar and stuff can absorb in it faster. And they'll be good for a couple months in the fridge. So anyway, I am going to give the rest of the family a taste. But I am thinking the one with the turmeric is my favorite. So, y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching. Bye.